What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the 1 hourly, and I need you to get ready and pay attention to these big major levels that I'm going to indicate in this episode. We're also zooming in on the 5 minute. I'm going to show you some opportunities that did happen today and also some potential opportunities that can happen in the next coming hours and days. We're also taking a look at the DXY because it is looking insanely bullish, guys. I'm going to show you a couple of patterns here. We are hitting resistance, but it does look like that the DXY wants to continue to the upside in the next coming days and potentially weeks, and this is not going to be good for Bitcoin. Also, I want to add up here some macro analysis to see where the Bitcoin price could bottom, just showing you past cycle performance on all-time highs and all-time lows, and try and identify where is the Bitcoin price potentially going to bottom in the next coming months, guys. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin, crypto, and also the live streams to connect with a community. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in here straight into the 1 hourly chart, guys, because we did get that massive rejection from the $20,000 range. Why did we get rejected from this level very early this morning, Central European time? Because this was the point of control from the volume traded the last 7-8 days, as you can see here from the 27th, 28th of August. All right, it's the 5th of August today. As you can see, all of this volume traded range, the point of control is exactly at $20,000. But not only that, if we take a look at the price action, all right, from the 2nd, the 3rd of September, we were bouncing here consistently as support and also got that rejection as resistance. So we knew that this level was very important. We were either going to get rejected from this range, okay, or if we did break out, we were likely going to get a bounce here as support. This did not happen. We did get that rejection, and we are seeing this price action to the downside. Now, the most important levels are these two right now for me inside of this big, massive range. Why? Because it's big resistance and we do have big support at 19,550. This is a major weekly level, but not only that, we can see the bounces as support that we have had, all right, late August and the beginning of September. So what we need to see here is a successful breakout. What do I mean by a successful breakout? We need to see the big price action, okay, to the downside, and then a big amount of volume, right? We want to see a big breakdown with a huge amount of volume and actually closing 15-minute, 1 hourly candlesticks well below this range for that potential big rejection here to the downside. Now, this is going to be a very risky short. One of the main reasons why is because we are at extreme low levels while we were going down here for many, many months, all right, on the price of Bitcoin. So what if we do create breakdown and maybe going to create a double bottom scenario for all of those late shorters here breaking support and then get a big massive bounce short squeeze scenario? This is the scenario that we want to be well aware of. But I will be ready for a potential quick day trade or a scalp position, or depending on how we break out here on the lower time frames, 5 minute, 15 minute. If we do see a solid breakdown with a large amount of volume, we are likely to get at least one retest of this 19,500 or maybe slightly below and come down and retest the lows again, guys. And this is the moment we want to be very, very aware, because we do not know if we are going to break the lows or we are going to create a double bottom. So the trading opportunity here is a quick, fast move to retest that low area, in my personal opinion. Okay, I'll be very, very much watching this scenario here in between today and tomorrow. This could potentially happen, all right, in the next 2 days. It might take 3-4 days. We might get a bounce from this zone. I'm waiting for that big breakdown of 19,550. What would be the bullish case scenario? Well, as you know here, this big, strong level, we were talking about this point of control yesterday, the $20,000 range. We got massively rejected here, coming down to almost retest this low zone, as you can see here on the chart. So what if we do have that solid breakout from this major resistance zone, where I will be looking potentially for that nice big breakout with volume, and then on the retracement you are likely to create a higher low in the zone to retest the highs here from the breakout. So these are the kind of scenarios that I'm looking for here, level to level trading, guys, with high probability. If we go to the 5-minute chart, I just want to show you here a really nice high probable, scenario that just happened. I did not manage to get into this trade, but I was doing my analysis while the Bitcoin price was trading at this level. Why was this a good shorting opportunity at this range? What range? The $19,780 just a few minutes ago, less than 1 hour while I'm doing this video. Well, what we can see here, all right, if we take a look at the volume traded, all right, for the last, 2 to 3 days, if we go back here, well, 1 day, one to 2 days here from the 4th, 3rd of September, point of control is exactly right over here at $19,780 approximately. Now, if we do get a major box here from this level, why this level? Because we can see that it has been touched respectively very, very nicely. We got 1, 2, 3 touches. Okay, this was just yesterday and very early this morning, forming a kind of a head and shoulder scenario, as you can see here. So what happened? Well, what happened is that we broke down massively with volume, as you can see on the 5-minute. We did have some spikes in volume, breaking this support level. We've been talking about this strategy for over a month right now, and it's extremely, extremely profitable, and there's very, very high probability in these trade scenarios. So we got that support at $19,780 range. What happens? We start seeing a breakdown in volume. So this is giving us a little bit of more volume. Very, very nice. The first candlestick on the 5-minute is giving us some pretty nice volume. But the real breakout happens on the second candlestick. There is some pretty large volume on the second candlestick here. Let me just zoom in on the chart so you can see this pretty clear, right? Big support level. We got the first candle with high volume. Second one is confirming that breakdown, which is absolutely phenomenal with some pretty decent volume. What happens? We retrace with low volume to this big major resistance zone here at the $19,780, $790. As you can see, getting those attempts, okay, 1, 2, 3 with very low volume on the chart. What is the likely scenario? That we are going to see that selling pressure after the bullish exhaustion with no volume to come down and retest the lows. And this is currently what is happening right now as we are recording this episode. Something that I wanted to point out there. So like I said, on the 1 hourly, I am looking for that breakdown from 19.5K level, or we either break 20K level. I will be looking for those potential scenarios like I've just explained. Now we're going through the sponsor segment of this video. We're talking about Margix leverage trading platform. I've got great news for unexperienced traders and also experienced traders. For the unexperienced traders, if you use Andy100 as the promotion code, you're going to get $100 worth of a bonus to practice your trading skills, okay? And for those that are experienced, if you deposit 0.004 Bitcoin, which is less than $200, you get an additional $50 on top of that as buying power. You can withdraw the profits from this, of course. You are adding $50 more to your deposit of plus 0.004 Bitcoin. Now, going through the features here, it does have a combined liquidity of plus 12 exchanges. There's plenty of liquidity on the platform. Also, bank grade multi-layer security, insanely secure, and no personal details are required. So you can just sign up with an email and a password in less than 2 minutes, guys. So if we scroll down here, another good thing that they do have is MP Shield system, meaning that those massive liquidation events, those big massive wicks on the chart from other platforms, they do not have it here when you are trading. Now, when you sign up with the link down below in the description, this will take you to this interface right over here. Now, this is where you are going to trade. They have 5 important tabs here that you just need to know here on Margix. This one, the trading one, they do have the trading view interface, as you can see, with the drawing tools. On the left is where you're going to place your orders. Okay, you have the percentage, you have cross margin or isolated margin if you want to use 5x, 20x, all the way to 100x. They do have a bunch of cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, ADA, Solana. Here down below, your orders, position history. At the right, you have the order book, all right? If you want to deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, you can choose multiple different assets, all right? Here, as you can see, they use the promo code for those who are unexperienced to get that $100 to test your trading skill. Deposit, withdraw, you can buy Bitcoin or USDT here on the platform with Visa and MasterCard. Here in settings, you're going to set up your language, your Google Authenticator if you want more security. You do have a referral program for yourself. And here in support, you do have a live chat just in case you did have any issues there. We'll contact you in that same day. You have video tutorials to learn how to use the platform here, 100%. So make sure to sign up with down below in the description. You can get this bonus of $50 if you deposit more than 0.004. And for other unexperienced traders, $100 by using Andy100 here as the promotion code, as you can see here. Something that you want to know about Margix is that they do support over 100,000 trades per second. So the executions are really, really fast to buy or even to sell. I want to jump in right now into the DXY because the DXY is looking insanely bullish. We are hitting resistance at this moment, okay? So this means that we could get a potential retracement, this week. It is very, very possible. But overall, we are in a big aggressive uptrend, creating consistent higher highs and higher lows. And the trend is our friend and we are going up. So further up is likely. Now I want to show you this pattern that we have been talking on the live streams. Okay, just for anyone that is new, check out here this kind of cup and handle scenario that we did create on the DXY in between May and June. This is looking at the 12 hourly chart. A huge cup and handle right there, as you can see. Having this handle right there, breaking out the third attempt. On the fourth attempt, we managed to break up and we actually hit the projected move of the cup and handle, which is the width of the cup, as you can see. From that breakout, we are testing the highs here to absolute perfection right over here from this cup and handle scenario. What is happening right now is we are forming another cup and handle and we actually breaking resistance. As you can see here on the chart, we got this resistance zone at 109, formed that nice round formation to come back up and retest the highs. A little bit of a downside channel, and now we are retesting it third to the fourth time, breaking it, and we are seeing this choppy action to the upside. We're not seeing a big massive breakout like we did see here the first week of July. We are struggling right now. The reason why we are struggling is that we are hitting big resistance zone from this higher low support trend line. As you can see, joined a trend line here of support. Once we broke it, we are coming right now and retesting it as resistance. A very similar scenario happened right over here the last few months. We talked about this also, knowing to detect this resistance zone that could have been bullish for Bitcoin. This one right over here and this one also right over here. Why? Because we had the support here from higher lows, as you can see, higher low, higher low. We broke it and we were talking when we were trading at this range, if we do come up here to retest the highs in the next coming days, we are likely to get resistance from this trend line. This is what happened, hitting that support trend line once, getting that resistance, that correction. This was good for Bitcoin, of course. When DXY goes down, it does give a little bit of pumpy action for Bitcoin. Then we had a massive rally, okay, insanely bearish for Bitcoin, hitting that resistance again. And we were saying, guys, this is potentially going to get a correction after this huge run up. We are hitting resistance. And this is what happened. This is why Bitcoin had that really nice run up, okay, at the end of July. So right now, it is very, very tricky because we are hitting resistance from the support trend line of higher lows right there. As you can see, getting the rejection. We are getting those rejections from this level. But we also got an insanely bullish pattern here, breaking the highs from this cup and handle scenario, just like what we saw here in May and July. So it's going to be looking very, very tricky, guys. We could get heavily rejected here as long as we stay above this resistance. If we start getting below this level of the highs that we did create, okay, here in late July and also beginning of August, then this is going to be looking very good for Bitcoin. We are potentially going to get a larger correction, and this has been a failed breakout. But so far, we're above this level, and this is bearish for Bitcoin. So we're looking for lower on Bitcoin, and we are looking higher for the DXY. Now, let me just jump in here quickly because I want to give you my theory on when the Bitcoin price could potentially bottom, guys. Make sure to pay attention because this is looking at past performance. I know this doesn't mean that the future needs to be like this, but we can get some numbers, all right? And in this bear market, we can kind of identify where we could potentially bottom out. And I'm telling you, it's going to be in less than 1 year with this kind of analysis. So if we take a look at also, first of all, the pi cycle indicator, this right over here that I got here, these two moving averages is the pi cycle indicator. Once they crossed they indicated the bottom for Bitcoin. Now, this time it's potentially not going to be like that. But back in 2015, it predicted the bottom on that same month. And also right over here in December of 2018, we had the cross of the moving averages and it detected the bottom. This has happened already on Bitcoin about 2 months ago, right? This was around about July, between July and August, we were having that cross. So this means, is the Bitcoin price going to bottom? Well, there's one thing that is different here. Bitcoin has never gone through a big financial crisis like in 2008. Bitcoin was created in 2008, and now there's fear that we are going to have a big, massive recession maybe by the end of 2022, sometime in 2023, all right, going all the way to 2024. Potentially this could happen. So this time it might be different. This pi cycle bottom indicator is probably not going to work. So let's go straight here into my other theory. As you can see here, the ultimate bottom from December of 2011 on Bitcoin, which is slightly below $2, from this bottom to the next bottom from January of 15, all right, from the bottom cycle to the next bottom cycle, it was 38 months. It took 38 months, all right, from bottom to bottom. And from this bottom of 2015 in January to the other bottom of the next cycle of December of 2018, it did take 47 months. So that is 9 months more than the last cycle, as you can see. So does this mean, are we going to have another 9 to 10 months more than the last cycle? As you can see, it looks like that the bear market cycles, all right, from bottom to bottom are actually taking longer. Does this mean, do we need to add several months more? So if this has been 9 months, is it going to be another 9, 10 months more than the last cycle? So that would take us all the way to 58 months. So potentially 58 months from the last bottom cycle here from December of 2018. This means we should be bottoming out around September of 2023. But there is another theory here, because also from the all-time highs, from this high to this high, there were less months from this high to this high, right? So it looked like it was taking longer, okay, for the micro cycle tops, as you can see on the chart. But there's something different here. From this cycle top to the next cycle top, which was in November of 2021, it actually took 2 months less than this cycle over here. So if we take a look at the ruler right there, just go from the market cycle top of 2013, November 2013, to December 2017, it took 49 months from top to top. This one right over here, it took only 29 months. So this one was much longer. So short cycle, long cycle from top to top. But what happened in this one right over here back in 2021, we went from the top here, all-time high in December of 2017, all the way till November of 2021. This was round about 47 months, okay? So it's the same amount from all-time high to all-time high. It was 49 months, sorry. And from this one to this one, it was 47 months. So it was 2 months less than the last cycle. So with this theory, so it might be that the bear market cycle is actually going to be a couple of months less instead of a couple of months more. Just like the previous cycles, I know a lot of people, including myself, we were talking about, the extension of market cycles. So this cycle should peak somewhere around 2023 because it's taking longer and longer every time. Well, we were wrong. A lot of analysts were wrong. And this time, looking at the market cycle bottoms, it's taking longer and longer. Does this mean it's going to be in September of 2023? Well, potentially not. It's maybe going to be a shorter cycle. So it might be less. Instead of being 47 months from the last cycle bottom to bottom, it might be 45 months or a couple of months less, just like there was a couple of months less from top to top here on this bull run. What do you think, guys? Are we going to take longer or are we going to take less than the last previous cycles? If so, if we're going to take less or more, it should be in between 45 and 58 months where the price could potentially bottom out in this bear market, meaning it should be around September 2022, this month, and September of next month, of next year, 2023. What do you think about this theory? Is the price of Bitcoin going to bottom out inside of these 12 months from September till September of next year. Let me know down below, guys, in the comment section. What do you think? This is going to be it for this episode. Check out Bitcoinsensus website for the latest technical analysis ideas and different news events that we do have here. Totally free information down below in the description. Join all our social media platforms. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.